Hey guys, just a quick note. If you're interested in my Corvettes and you'd like to see what's under the cover and under the cover of that one, just go to Mike's Garage. I'll put a link up here or over there. And yeah, all my car stuff is going to be on its own channel and the truck stuff will be separate. And if you're a car guy, well, actually, if you're a truck guy, you're probably a car guy too. So go check it out, Mike's Garage. Tell me what you think. Hey guys, Peterbilt Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, let's start by hitting that subscribe button. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Helps the algorithm. You know what? Could use all the help I can get. I know. Hard to believe, isn't it? And I need to get a haircut. Let me tell you. You know what? Normally I have really short hair, but I've been kind of slacking on getting a haircut. But anyways, who cares about my hair, right? So we are ready. This is going to be kind of like part 3 of putting the interior back in. Kenny, yes, that's right. I have got the interior almost all back together. So now we just have to work on the cab compartment. And when I say cab compartment, I mean the front of the cab, because the sleeper is technically part of the cab compartment, but we've basically got the sleeper done as much as we can do. So here we go. My JB weld is now dry, which is fantastic. It looks really good. Now I've got a steel gusset under there. I've got a steel gusset under there. It's kind of that strapping material, which I like because it has holes and it's curved, so it's got some stuff to bite onto. And I put one up here too, because this is, you know, another critical part for strength. But I think it looks good, and because I ran out of the black, I used the old-fashioned gray stuff, the original JB weld, and I'm going to use this on the dash because it's actually got a stronger, it's stronger, like I think it's 5,000 PSI and the black stuff is like 3,500 and this is like 54 or something like that. But it didn't smooth out flat, which is good because I think it'll stick up under the dash better. I did these because there were some hairline cracks. And these plastic panels get put under a lot of pressure, being that they hold the overhead fabric panels. So yeah, it's all one piece. And it's no wonder they break here, because when you look at it, you've got your radio cut out, you've got your fan cut out, so there's really not that much meat. But anyways, I'm going to peel away this plastic, peel away the plastic. I'm going to peel away the metal tape, take a look at underneath, and we'll see how it turned out. See if we have to do any more work. Oh, he's peeling it now. What do you think? Let's take a look. Let's take a closer look. Still looks cracked, but it's glued. So is that going to be noticeable? Probably, but I don't think it's as bad as it could be. Because let's face it, even though it's cracked, as long as it's stuck together so it doesn't rattle and fall apart, that's kind of the main thing. And maybe we can dress it up a little bit, but or I could take it to someone like Fiber New and they could make it look perfect, but that probably costs money. And right now, we got more important stuff to spend money on. So not that that isn't important, but part of the fun of doing this is trying to make it right yourself. So anyways, let's get to it and get this interior back in, because I gotta plow snow. And when I say plow, I mean snow blow, and I gotta get the tractor out. And it's kind of buried under truck stuff, although there's less truck stuff, because let's see if you guys can see it. It's not snowing today. It actually warmed up. It's -9 Celsius. It feels like summer, which is kind of a stupid thing to say. In fact, because it's so warm, I'll show you guys outside, because it's kind of pretty. But we had wind as the camera adjusts. Yeah, so we got snow drifts like crazy. And look at the top of my woodshed. That kind of tells how much snow blew up there, and then it all slid off there, which is fine, but I need to blow it somewhere else. And then my wood pile, I should be cutting wood today because it's warmer, but maybe next weekend. And then look at this. The back side of my house is on the north side, and look at the snow drifting on the Expedition and on the roof. Yeah, it's kind of brutal. But thank goodness we didn't get any more snow with that wind. And like right here, this little road I made, you'll never know that there was a road there. So it's all snowed in. And there's K2, just waiting for spring. Waiting for spring so we can start cutting the stuff off the frame, sandblast it and paint it. Maybe we'll get started sooner. Oh, and there's the bird feeder. See if the zoom will do it. Yeah, little birds. Can hear them. Can hear them chirping. Anyways, back to work. So, yeah, I do have to snowblow because, you know, you can't use four-wheel drive all, well, you can use four-wheel drive all the time, but if we get more snow, then it'll just be that much more difficult. So we got to snowblow. And Andrew said so. Not that I do it just because Andrew said so, but I'm married, so I'm going to do it because she said so. Because I like to eat. And this morning she made me farmer sausage and eggs for breakfast, and it was like fantastic. It was like farmer sausage and eggs with hash brown patties. It was so good. It was a man's breakfast. Yeah, it was good. So it was a viewer that suggested I use metal tape for doing the welding on the dash. And you know, I gotta say, so far it's working well for this. So I'm definitely gonna take his advice and use it on the dash. Because I think it's gonna add some rigidity. And what I'm hoping, I can put some JB Weld on the tape and stick it up underneath to hold it. So that's what we're gonna do. You know, and the only downside of using the gray stuff is like here, I don't know if you can see it way over there, but it's gray instead of black. But a screw head will be covering that, so I think it'll be okay. And that's really the only reason why I use the gray, is because I ran out of the black, and stupid me, I should have used the black there, but nobody said I was perfect. But I did use black over here. So how did that turn out? Oh, it turned out well. Yeah, I like that. I'll bring you guys over and show you that. I don't know why well, maybe I'm saving it. You know you're cheap when you save your tape. Although, I don't like saying I'm cheap. I like being frugal. There's nothing wrong with being frugal. How did this one turn out? Not bad, yeah, it's not. All right, because this is the one that's got a chunk missing out of it. So that's actually pretty good. This one, it actually filled the crack a bit, which is nice. And the crack is still there, but I think, you know what, it's not bad at all. So this is actually glue from something sticky, maybe a radar detector or something. But here's the black that I filled these holes, and I think that looks really good, considering that that was a broken hole. So, and it's got a bit of sticky on it from the tape, but I think when I, you know, armor all this and clean it up, I think that'll be fine. Now here, this chunk was completely missing. So I'm gonna re-drill this hole, but it fills it up, which is good, and it's black, and that's black. I think it'll be fine. This crack is almost impossible to see, which is great. This is actually my worst one, which is disappointing because that's a little bit raised. So I did screw up a little bit, but this one is, gosh, this one is like perfect. Perfect. This one, yeah, not so perfect. This one is okay. The contours are really good. It's form fitting. You can see that the black JB Weld ran into the crack a bit. Maybe I can fill that crack. Maybe we won't worry about it because that's going to be under the header and the fans will be hiding it. But overall, I'm really happy with this. Really happy. You know, that's nice and hard. The gussets are under there. I think that'll bridge the gap. I put the other one here. Now this one, it was a bit curved and poked out, which I was concerned about, but I think it actually made it a bit better to get some bonding underneath. And same up here. So like this piece was all missing. So I'm just gonna drill a hole so that we can put a screw in there, drill these holes. And yeah, I think it's, you know what? It's probably stronger now than it was when it was new. Doesn't look quite as good, but we'll see when we get it in there, so. Remember when I said the sleeper headliner doesn't have any rodent's nest in it, so I was happy and I figured I didn't have rodent nest issues? I found one. Yeah, so I got my respirator, so we're going in! Little bastards. I found it. Oh, there's no good way. Oh my God, it's right above my head. Why don't you guys say something? Oh. You know what? I need to get back. Well, that was brilliant. God. Oh. Oh, bastards. You know what? I need to remove that screw. Oh, I'm a train wreck. Oh. Not as bad as I thought, but it's not as good either. Good Lord. Here's the bolts for that stupid, and I shouldn't call it stupid. Here's the bolts for the overhead light thing. For the wide load mirror arms. Oh. Mouse nest was over there. One of the things I gotta do is put tape over these holes so that when I fiberglass on the outside, it doesn't run in through the hole. You know what, maybe I'm gonna vacuum up this mouse nest first. Oh, rotten little bastards. Well, I tell you, that mask sure is a lot nicer to breathe through than that the disposable kind, but that's the only nest that I've actually found in this cab. Well, actually, I did find something in the one baggage compartment, but there were peanuts there from years ago. You know, it didn't seem really bad with lots of poop, so I'm hoping they weren't in here for that long, but by the same token, it's better to err on the side of caution. And I soaked it down with cleaner because this stuff says it's a disinfectant and kills viruses and all that good stuff. So let's hope there's no viruses. But if there was, you know what? We wore our mask and we cleaned it up, and I probably shouldn't have used the vacuum cleaner, but that vacuum cleaner does have a filter on it so that it doesn't put dust back into the air. So I think we're pretty good. So I've let my disinfectant dry. And then I put some metal tape over the holes in the cab that we're going to fix, because our body shop manager, Mike, told me that if I'm going to fix those from the outside, he said, just put some tape on it so the fiberglass resin doesn't run inside the cab. And the piece that had the nest made on it, the foam, which is like this foam and all the rest of the foam, I threw out because there was literally, yeah, they were chewing it. And I was like, you know what? Just get rid of it. And I've got some of this foam. Now, I don't have much of it, but this is actual in-cab foam for new trucks or newer trucks. I salvaged this from the dumpster at work, which, you know what? Don't hold it against me. But I saw some new cabs that were going in the, well, not new cabs, but they were there were some old cabs going in the dumpster from the body shop, and this stuff is actually double-sided sticky. Ironically, they didn't stick it though. I don't think I'm going to stick it either, because I'm going to want to pull it out again, possibly. So I'm going to put this up in here in lieu of that other stuff. So let's just tuck it there. I've got this other short piece that I thought I could tuck maybe in here. Something like that. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's just to help with a little bit of sound deadening. I mean, I guess there's a bit of an insulation property there, but not much. And then I can put this back on. And that's the power for the light. I'll tuck that in there. And I believe I can put 2 screws in to hold this bad boy. Put that speaker wire, tuck it up under there. And then put some screws in. This one. Yeah, this one can go right there. There. So that will hold it in place while I put this piece in. Now, I don't know exactly how this goes in. I think the headliner overlaps this. Not 100% sure. That's the right side, isn't it? No, this must be... Got the wrong side. No. Doesn't go down. Does it go like that? Oh. Okay. Oh, I know how this works. There was a thin piece of vinyl on one of these, and I think because I think this is actually supposed to be attached to the headliner so that it's like hinged here, and this is the wrong side, so it's got to be flipped. And then you just fold it in. So this is actually the driver's side. Ugh, that makes sense. So I'll go get the other side, and you know, being that I don't know, we'll just have to see how it goes. Maybe I could tape it. We'll give it a whirl. What's the worst that could happen? Worst that could happen is I push it up and it has a gap, or it falls down. Well, let's go get it and take a look. So goes, probably tuck that in there for now. Like this, and like this. And then these, oh yeah, screw in there like that. Well, that doesn't look terribly difficult. You know, and then that, the speaker would kind of hold that in, and so would that. So, we're making progress. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black screws. That could be the challenge because I'm running out of screws. I went to Home Depot the other day and I got some interior, because I thought this might happen, some chrome screws. So I think I might use those here. They're not quite the right, because I mean, normal is black, but until I get some black screws, I think, because I'm also going to need screws. You know, I might not even have enough screws. Well, run what you brung. So I'm going to use these. There we go. We'll use this one. It'll be fine. I'm excited. It's going to look way better in here. Like, way better. So if you've got an old Kenworth or a Pete and you've got these lights with the black rubber ring, you'll know that the black rubber ring, it deteriorates, cracks and falls apart. So what I did is I actually used black electrician's tape, stretched it around, and when you stretch it, the edge of it folds over. So this is actually black electrician's tape, keeps the lens in, and it actually works really good. So that's my little tip of the day. I mean, is it perfect? Not quite as an OEM rubber one is, but it sure works good. Look at that. We got light, map light. So now, man, there are a ton of screw holes in here. Just want to find the right hole. That's clearly not a right hole. That looks good though. There! Looks better. Oh, that is just awesome. Awesome! I'm gonna go by the theory that the small one is a negative. My speaker's going backwards, we'll know why. So now, if this, yeah, see, that's why these are actually, speakers are a bit too big. Ready to pop the headliner in. I pulled the radio out, unhooked my air horn. Doot, doot. I have a plan for that too, but yeah, I'm gonna just give this a wipe down and give this upper header a wipe down. And then I'm gonna put the headliner back in and fingers crossed it goes well. I don't think it should go too bad. It's just, I'm hoping it doesn't have too many soups and sags and yeah, so anyways, now the challenge to try and get that sucker in here. So how hard could it be? So something I've done to the headliner before I put it in is I put this rubber membrane on it and I tuck taped it down. The reason why I did this is if I have a roof leak, I don't care if I get dripped on the head. I just don't want that cardboard to soak in all the wetness like has happened in the past. And you know, you can have a small leak that just drips a little bit and it soaks it up, but it doesn't actually show up until one day you're like, what's that musty smell? So, so yeah, if I got a small leak, hopefully it'll just run to the side and drip off. And yeah, so that's what I did. Like it or lump it, we'll give it a roll. This is actually, construction rubber membrane, and I had it left over from building our deck, so yeah, it wasn't super sticky now that it's getting older, but it'll probably stick when it heats up in the sun. And then I use tuck tape because tuck tape is used for a vapor barrier, and essentially that's what we're doing. We're vapor barrier-ing. I don't know. All right, let's put this thing in. Donk. It's very flexible. Okay, that's okay. Now, if I was smart, I'd get some screws ready. I think I'm gonna try those for there. Make sure they're not too long. It'd be bad with a capital B. Bad. Or should I put one in the side first? I don't know. I'd probably put one in that corner first. I could use something to hold these up. You know that? I've got an idea. Because I really don't want to kink this cardboard. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. And he's back. Okay. So, here is my idea. I'm going to put some clamps in here. Basically just to hold it so I can get it up on there. I'll do the same here. And all it needs to do is just keep it up so I don't get a big droop. If you know what I mean. Sometimes I even amaze myself. Just kidding, I'm really not that conceited. Oh, that looks good though. It's looking good. Okay. Oh, that's my head. Ow. Let's put another one here. And another one over here. Oh. Whew. Okay. Now we can put screws in. It's gotta go this way a bit. It's the sound of a screw going in a hole, in the hole that was designed for it. Then that will get clamped up with our black piece. And there, we're gonna put a button, but I'm gonna use these. Should I do that? My button's not big enough to cover it. I'm gonna do it. Probably doesn't matter. Now this is a Peterbilt screw. Don't even know what it's for, how I ended up with it, but it fits buttons, so. There, and now I got a gray button. So now when you look up and you see a gray button, you'll know, oh, that's the one where the screw is. And I am going to take this out now because that's not necessary. Nor is this one. I don't think. Famous last words. Oh, my piece is stuck. It's stuck. Great Scott, it's stuck. Okay. Oh, I'm happy. Happy the way this is working. Man, this thing's gonna be so much quieter inside with some insulation. I can't wait. It's looking great. That rhymes. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. That rhymes too. Oh, big step. Okay. Okay. Oh. Love it! Love it! Sorry for getting so excited, guys, but I'm just really happy. You know, I don't need this bag anymore. I'm gonna use a couple of these for over here. Okay, and up here. Stand to come over this way some more. I think it shrunk, which is highly probable. Would that fit? Why won't this fit? You know what? I'm gonna go get that strip of vinyl that was in here and tuck it in, because then even though there's a little gap, it'll hide it. So, but it's coming together. It's coming together. I tell you guys, this takes longer than a guy plans. And also, if you want to get some exercise, buy a Cabover and then pull the headliner out and then put it back in the interior, because it's a lot of exercise. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Not complaining though. So part of the problem is, of course, because there's screws missing. Lots of screws that are MIA. So I have some that I've used. I'm going to have to buy some more. I'd like to buy some black ones. The machine bolts that hold the fans on, I thought I had the right ones, and then I didn't. So then I went looking in my junk drawer. And you know what the benefit about having a junk drawer is? I found the metric, well, I think they're metric. I don't know what they are. Fine thread machine screws that are exactly what I need to put the fans on. So I can put the fans on. And I've probably had these bolts for, I think I got them with a speaker. Where's that bolt? There it is. Kit thing. Like when I was a, oh shoot, kid, teenager, something like that. And here we go, all these many years later, finally having a use for them. So, win. Not easy to put on though. Where did it? I bumped the switch. It scared me a little bit, not gonna lie. And my other question is to the Kenworth engineers of past, why not make a square doghouse with a little lip around the edge so stuff doesn't roll off? Why is that being a turkey? This dash is broken. I feel like I broke it more. It's almost like it's, I don't know. That grabbed. Okay. I actually found a hole. Well guys, I'm really happy with how this is going. I'm just about done. Famous last words. Now, these are the side pieces, or this is the side like trim piece, passenger side A-pillar. And the clips are a Kenworth clip, obviously. And I don't have any of the right size screws. I don't even know what size they are, but it's just not working. But one of the things that I did recently, I don't know if you remember that I had a dash piece out of a newer Peterbilt. And basically what it was a warranty dash. And I thought there was some good parts in it. And there was. So people made fun of me because I fished it out of the garbage and I pulled these little green clips off. I will show you. This is my bag of sorts, miscellaneous screws, and from the junk yard. So, how many do I have? Don't have as many as I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be good enough. Yeah, so they're the little metal clips that hold the dash in. And for whatever reason, I just thought I should pull these out because they could come in handy one day. And these screws, perfect fit. So I've got lots of black screws because I'm a screw hoarder. If I find screws on the floor in a truck or whatever, in a new truck, that are leftovers from manufacturing, I just hang on to them because, you know what? Figure might come in handy one day. And that's totally true. So I'm going to put the Peterbilt clips on here, and yeah, and then I can put them on with screws. And I already did the driver's side. I didn't record it, but I did it on the driver's side. So I'll show you guys in a minute here. And these go on so easy. They just clip into place, and just like that. Of course, I just made this one a little crooked, but I'll straighten it out with a screw. Ugh, getting tired. Must be supper time. But I tell you, this is a bigger job than I thought it would be, putting the... Oh, for Pete's sakes. It's definitely a bigger job than I thought it would be. But you know what? This interior hasn't been in this truck in at least 10 or more years, so it's time. It is time. I think I'll leave one of these in, but I would really like to make them all the same. Let's see if I got another 4. There we go. Now let's go take a look. Oh, I do have more. There's some right here, for Pete's sakes. Gosh. So I'm going to change it. I mean, this actually works good with screws, but I want them to be the same. Continuity. I mean, they're Peterbilt, not Kenworth, but still, PACCAR. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. So I have a few extras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Put those in my pocket. There's something else I was going to grab too. It's the problem. You come out of the truck and you're like, next time I get out of the truck, I got to grab one of these. And then I forget. Let's put this in here like so. Like so. Now, oh, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to pull the visor off, because this actually goes in behind. And it's all shiny because I put a little bit of cleaner on it. Protectant. Vinyl treatment, if you will. Let's try this again. This is the tricky part. So I got to get it down here. I got to get it under up here. There we go. Oh, perfect. Side fits better than the driver's side. Look at that. Oh, this is coming together so nicely. Like super nicely. Number of screws. So now, if I line this up, these should just zipping, zing, zing. Power moccasin. Oh yeah. Oh, this makes me so happy. And it works so good having new screws and things that thread into each other. Could use the holes there. Is that? Oh yeah, there we go. Just had to give it a little try. Just had to put my glasses down to my nose because you know you're smarter when you do that. No, you're not. Look at that. Pudding, I say. Now there's a screw that's supposed to go here. I don't think I'm gonna bother. At least I assume there's a screw to go there. But, give this a little wipey wipe. Oh, gosh, it looks so good. Look at that. Oh, Kenny's back, baby. Kenny's back. Telling you, this truck is gonna look so good one day. People are gonna be like, oh! Oops, I dropped it. I am pooped out, let me tell you. This has been a bit of a grind, not gonna lie, but check this out. Look at that. OMG. Visor works. There's a little mirror. See? You can see me in the GoPro. Excuse me. Oh, check out my Kenworth fans. They work. High. Low. Off. Here's my CB power. This panel's missing, so I gotta find one of those. But the radio's in and working. That other A-pillar panel's in. I've got the speakers. I mean, these speakers aren't the right size. They're a little bit too big, but it works. The radio works. The radio works, but it's, well, right now I just get static. So these lights work. Oh, it looks so good. I could use a couple of buttons. I think this actually shrunk. And this gray button marks where I put the button in. I'm gonna have to get a couple more blue buttons. But oh, and my top windows there, the trim piece for around my Aerodyne windows are missing. So I need that plastic, or I need to make something. I can't imagine that that's gonna be hard. I think it's gonna be really hard. But so now Kenny is starting to look like a piece of work. Let me tell you, because look at this bunk. Look at this bunk. And you know what? We just reach back here and flip the switch. Boom. Yeah. I don't know. I'm wondering, should I put some more lights? Like red lights up here maybe? Shining back? Maybe I will. I'm going to have the red lights on the floor when the marker lights are on, just to shine on your feet. But these ones are going to be on a, well, these ones are on a switch. I mean, I just flipped the switch. But I think that's really cool. I could have done blue, but I like red. And I think red will look cool at night. So, but, oh, I'm happy, guys. I'm really happy. Now, we just have to tend to the broken dash. And this piece reared its ugly head and broke. Interestingly enough, the JB weld over there got harder, harder, and it's now a little crooked. So that's annoying. But we're going to fix this up next, and then the inside of Kenny might be, dare I say, done for now? Nah, it's not going to be done for now. I still have to put the trim panels in the bottom. I got some carpeted pieces that go in the sleeper cubbies. They're just dirty. There weren't any mice nests in them, so I'm just going to shampoo them, clean them up, and reuse them. Or I'll cut new carpet, but we'll take a look. They all look good except for one. It looked like it had like wax or something on it, but look at that. Oh, it looks so good. I am so happy with that. You know what? I mean, yeah, there's some staining there. It's not perfect. That one top of the bunk corner, it looks a little bit off. But overall, you know what? I think Kenny looks fantastic inside. So, you know, that leads the question, or leads to a question, or something like that. Should a guy paint him like the BJ in the bar colors, but in blue with black? Maybe. Not ruling it out. Maybe we'll just paint them all black. That'd be cool. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If, yeah, if you'd like to, I'm tired. If you'd like to subscribe, that'd be awesome. And if you'd like to check out my cars, go check out Mike's Garage. And that's where my Corvettes will be. So if you want to see under the cover, go check out Mike's Garage. Thanks, guys. Peace. Later. Cheers.